current breakdown. 19 players left, 11 duos. We get to see Flame here and his duo partner, Klept. We're rolling around there on the right side of your screen. The elimination leaders with their respective points.
And execute on the plays you both agree on. But now, in this situation, Zeke, everyone has already gained their 3 placement points, and they're looking to find people on the rotation as Mahoney ends up just getting lasered down there, not covering his side, and his teammate being just a grid space away and unable to cover him. That means Timboss 11.
Yeah, this is a little bit of weird position to be in because, right, they are pinched, but it's only by one person on either side. So it's not like they're a duo and they can be like, hey, I'm lasering down this wall, you laser down that wall, let's get these guys. It's going to be very fun and strange. We see the stink bomb go out to flush these players out. And, I mean, this kind of goes back to what I was talking about, right? Like, ooh, that was very nice pick up there. But these players are just kind of like, oh, that other guy is shooting at this duo in front of me. Maybe I should try to see if something happens. Didn't quite work out there.
As I'm on 60 FPS, by the way, tries to find the shot. There's the poison trap in there as well, and he's able to convert right away. That's what we talked about, using it preemptively, able to pick up a nice elimination there. Yeah, and as you see now, another player going down, so we push into the top 7, everyone gaining 5 placement points, but Flames is doing a really good job of whenever he's able to stop and have shots, putting down good rifle fire, and Clapview is actually firing with them as well. Biometric on ultimate high, though, is looking to pick up whatever of those elims he can. Already sitting on at least 2 there, trying to catch this rotation over there. A good pickup. Flames end up going down, so Biometric, oh, picking up another one right there. So that's going to be at least 4 elims for his duo right there. It pushes them closer to that top 3, the next point threshold. They are also on ultimate high, so Biometric and Hikana are in a great position to win this match. So you can look at the loadouts too.
Oh, I love, you know me, man, I'm a big fan of the heavy sniper, so I want to see plays happen. As now we're moving in, just like you talked about, top 3, that's another set of placement points, and there it is. So now here's the thing, man, 4 people left, 3 duos. What does this mean? Do the math for me.
Do you want me to do the math? We're doing a math lesson real quick. So it's a 2v1v1 in this situation. You have the duo on top of Hikana and Biometric. Renardo 03 on the ultimate low, and the high motions on the mid-ground top. Hikana and Biometric are pushing down towards high motions now as he ends up jumping out, but Renardo does not quite cover his ceiling, looking to try and catch one of the 2. Biometric, no problem there. Biometric and Hikana taking that one away, dictating that pretty much from start to finish. Now, I know it only shows they had 3 elims, but we saw at least 5 or 6 coming out from them. That's probably going to be roughly around a 17-point match for them. That is one of the things we've talked about improving on. But honestly, a great way to start off the day. I love seeing a high ground dominant performance from the duo. It was very clinical once they got up there, able to rifle fire out the sides and take advantage of it. But up next, we're hopping on. They did a big announcement about it. They talked about it being the loudest announcement because of how clackety-clacky they are on their keyboards and the occasional coming out of Mongrel. But Mitro and Mongrel, what? They're already sitting on 15 elims. 15? Sitting on 15 elims. So this, again, we talked about taking advantage of some of those earlier point games and just going kind of full send and looking to find what he can, using the minigun and putting pressure down onto him. Can they find more than that? Dropping in, and that's another elim going down. Competitive Bodhi, not so competitive anymore. Back in the lobby as Mongrel just keeps going.
My God, dude.
Yeah, rezap. Back to the lobby for you as well. Another 2 going over onto them. So I know the counter in the bottom left-hand corner says 11. That's not quite accurate. As we said, they are up 2 rounds. I think it's 19 or so, as he's still just continuing to go, pushing in for that top 12 placement points as well, but they're not settling for that. Mitro gets the wall replaced on the other side while Mongrel gets the wall, and they're a 2-man wrecking crew, just pincering everyone they come across, Zeke.
This is the duo to watch. If you're new to Fortnite and you're just tuning in, you're like, man, I want to play competitive, keep an eye on both of these guys right here. They are the top. I would honestly say they're one of the top contenders going into Worlds. Like, this is a team that is going to go super, super far. Mitro has been in the competitive scene for quite a while. Mongrel, everyone knows him. Like, these dudes are slayers, and they're proving it.
And just look at him following him right now. Like, that player rifted and wanted to get out, and they're just not. This is how relentless they are. They don't care who you are. They'll do this to everyone. They will fly at you, and they're looking to take fights. They want as many elimination points as they can. They want that high score. They want to see their names at the top of the leaderboard as Sufikant goes down. No problem there. And they're just immediately into another fight. They followed him into another area. Suffocant hoping to utilize this other team, but they don't care. They're looking to find the player as he edits down and away, but he falls into somebody else's trap. That's so unfortunate on so many levels. Unfortunately, losing an Elam, but gaining it right back as he finds Max rotating, and that is a laser beam and a half. The other player rotating through, getting a 54 headshot. This is otherworldly right now, Zeke.
These guys are just putting on a clinic, making sure that everyone knows we are the duo that you need to keep an eye on. My gosh, we're still 10 players, 8 duos left in the game, so we're getting next to that top 7 for an additional 2 placement points. Keep in mind, guys, it is duos.
Both opting in for miniguns so that they can keep that.
What? That was a pixel! Mongrel, that was a pixel!
I didn't really even, like, see that player that much. Like, I have pretty good eyes. I knew he was there building up, but that was, I think, a headshot into double body shot in his first 3 taps. So very well done from him there, picking up another Elam.
My God, these guys are on it. Terra, huge 66. That's a headshot while that player's flying, ladies and gentlemen. That is very hard to do. Oh, they left the RPG behind. Valuing that minigun. This is actually weird.
Double minigun. I talked about it right before. What do you do? What do you do? Mitro and Mongrel fly at you with 2 miniguns. What do you do?
This is a new level of aggression, Sundown.
I don't think this is a new level. I think this is them being like, all right, this is the semifinals on Saturday. Let's just flex a little bit, okay? Let's show people what we're capable of. I mean, we talked about the difference between EU and NA meta a little bit. We see this in NA as well, but NA also tends to fall damage being pretty significant there. Mitro also closing out. Mongrel picking up another knockdown from above, so there's another duo there as he pulls the minigun out. Great tracking on that player. I'm getting 3 ticks with the minigun and finishing it off. Yep, that was the combo of the duo. Water falling down. Needs to be a little bit careful, almost catching himself with fall damage, but into top 3. So 7 placement points coming out. They are the only duo remaining. Everyone else are solo riders. Will they be able to close it out? I have to think so, man. I mean, there's no way.
Ski's gonna have to face off against him right now in an unfortunate situation. Trying to waterfall down, it is not enough. And now they turn the attention to the last remaining player. They are so dominant. 17 eliminations at the end of the game. That's a 27-point game.
And they didn't stop. And like that, we barely even got, I think that was circle 6 we got to. Can be what you expect to see. Now, jumping on over right into the next game, we have Bloom Luck and Gray Format right there, taking a look at our current game Elam leaders. Gravity sitting on 5. Kaluda sitting on 4, Gabby on 4, Hoaxy on 3, and Maddie on 2. So decent amount of Elams already coming out. 23 players remaining, 14 duos, so looking to hit
1, 2, maybe even, you know, in some extreme cases, 5 whole spots, 10 spots. So you're going to see things slow down as both of these players get caught out in the open. And now it looks like our duo here on the spot trying to shut these players down. They find 1, 2, there you go. These are just free eliminations out in the open. Thank you.
I'm not sure how many of those were their actual knockdown.
How does that lend itself to the game, Sundown? Like, is there a right way? Is there a wrong way? Like, is it just those guys are so good, they just can do these things? Like, what's going on?
I really think it's like, we've talked about it before on past broadcasts, is how dictating the pace of play in Fortnite is so important. And there are a lot of tools that allow people to slow down the pace of game. So once it does get to that slowed down point, as Wolfie is able to pick up.
So if you're new to watching Fortnite, at the top right you can see 15 players left, 10 of them are duos. So at 12, 7, 3, and Victory Out are placement points available for all these players. So we need another set of, or another pair rather, something, 3 pairs of duos to fall, 2 more, and then we get another set of placement points as Hawks here is just laying down shots. This player gets caught off guard, and that is Insane going back to the lobby.
Yeah, but he needs to be very careful here as he is going to get pinned against that concave aspect,
I don't like
and
this.
He's out of space now. This is the one thing we talked about, this rotation. You have to find a way vertically. No, there's no way. There's no way out. You already pinned yourself in. You can't fall down into that little hole. Unfortunately, SOX going to go down there as all the other players are finally able to rotate away from the storm. Now you see those ballers finally getting abandoned as one player has to leave his, the other player getting eliminated right as he drops out. Gray Format and Get Good Bro are both going to be left behind. Maddie sitting on barely any HP there in the low ground, has plenty of shields though. Bloomluck though now on the high ground. You see Get Good Bro picking up that revenge elim as he does go down to the storm. Repulse Gravity though able to pick up Maddie. We're now in a 1v1. Waterfall down from Bloomluck. Gets the cone at it. Will he drop him through? Great shot from underneath. That was fantastic by Bloomluck. The other opponent had the cone but hadn't placed a wall down. He fell just underneath and got a really solid body shot.
Currently, keep in mind, guys, we're about 30 minutes left on queue times. 30 minutes after that to wrap up final games. Metro and Mongrel, no surprise, maintaining the lead at 83 points, but SSK 7 and Jamside right behind the VP boys saying, no, 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 friends, we are here as well. Train, DRG, and Trixo right behind them, tied with Botcher and W Terp. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong, but they are tied with 78 points. Keep in mind, tiebreakers are what's going to be moving these guys up and down the leaderboards when they are tied. Stompy and Tashinkin tied there, rounding out your top 10.
Yes, and then Juganza, Kuna, somebody else from Atlantis. I want to kind of put an eye on them now playing together. Super exciting now that Kuna and Mitro are no longer playing together. Looking now at our top 20, Heiku and Noxita, somebody we've seen before. Vitality, Kyoles on there as well. Majin and then Fnatic Provoked, very recently picked up by him, so congrats on that. A player very well deserved, somebody who's been grinding out and showing that he is at that top level. So him and Majin is going to be a dangerous duo. And they have Lobet 14 and Silence, Booth and Nido rounding out that top. Oh, then that, sorry, can't skip Zeke Jarkos, who we've seen a ton of. I know he's one of your favorite players. I wonder why. Yeah. And then Hunter and Keenstar on there as well. Somebody who they've been around the scene since the very beginning. People say though, and like War Legends, Bush Paraneo, like going like all the way back, like old school stuff, even way before that. Now rounding out that top 30, we have Zypan and Ritz, Neostar, Thuka, Madsen, and Tixi, some very well-known players as well. Agroin, Cyber Panda, QQ, Hazog, Yuki, Ares, and Keelix. Ares, another very solid player who we see during the Winter Royale. Jamie, Voltix, Aquax, Robotic, Buhai, Moyland, HG, and then Crazy M16, rounding out our top 30. So those are names to keep